Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Craig in at the 3. And for the Pistons, Tony Snell is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Maker. And it's Luke in at the 3 spot.
And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, or to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team is a mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career. He did everything right there except hit the shot.
Morris passes to Jokic. Teardrop shot. Rebound, Detroit, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Now here's Rose. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Drummond working against Morris. Count it.
Yeah, Greg, so physical. Drummond, it's hard to keep him away from the rim.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. Morris passes to Jokic. Over Rose. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Here's Craig. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Morris outside. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Craig. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Snell. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Rose outside. Drains the three-pointer.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Morris into the lane. It's Jokic top of the key. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Grant. Here's Maker. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. Now here's Barton. He's guarded closely. Up top, Morris. He's covered by Rose. Morris kicks to Barton. Jokic with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
It was his rebound that stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Here's Rose. Luke passes to Drummond. Over Jokic, and it's sent back by Jokic.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Denver now. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Here's Morris. Last time, 14 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
Yeah. And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Passes it to Mikhailuk. Clock at 6. Pass to Drummond. Back to Rose. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Morris kicks to Craig. Got a piece of it, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Three-pointer, Barton. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris against Rose. Drummond in the post. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Here's Craig, defended by Drummond. Jokic passes to Craig. Jokic kicks to Craig. Clock is at 3. Misses the 3. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. And the pass to Drummond. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond, still a very potent scorer inside, Chris, but he's leveled off a bit with his production.
Yeah, Kevin, he'll get you about 15 or 16 a night, but I don't know if he'll ever be a 20-point-per-game type of scorer. He's working on his free throws, so he could get there. A lot of fans were hoping that he'd grow into more of a scorer, but it seems like he's best off as a complementary offensive piece.
And the first one drops. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Now, it took Drummond years of practice to improve his free throw shooting, and his hard work paid off little by little as his free throw percentage began creeping up. It's still a work in progress, though, but it's getting there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Derrick Rose. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds.
Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Jokic, and again, Denver no good. Lobbed up there for Drummond. That one no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Barton in the corner. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Snell. Outside Rose. No good with the triple.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
Passes it to Maker. Now Drummond. Jokic defending. Fires it up. And Drummond kicks to Maker. And here's Rose. Tipped away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. Last season, he played outstanding. First in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Maker, and it's Jackson in for Derrick Rose. And a switcher also for Denver. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Morris passes to Jokic. Now Hernan-Gomez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Jackson against Morris. Jackson kicks to Snell. Pass to Drummond. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
Barton passes to Morris. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Hernan-Gomez finds Morris. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Barton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they had 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. The Pistons making a change here. Brown's checked in. All free throws good from Barton. Here's Jackson. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Back to Jackson. And easy 2 points on the layup.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
Pass to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Here's Dozier, guarded by Jackson. Jokic trying to free himself up. The layup off target.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points his last outing. Tries to save it, and again, Detroit turns it over. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Barton.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Malik Beasley comes in for Barton. And so Brown will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Jackson. The pass to Mikhailuk. Knocks it loose. Here's Dozier. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And Porter, here we go. Over Jackson. The Nuggets with another miss. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Dozier passes to Beasley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Outside Jackson. Some solid defense from Grant.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Christian Woods checked in for Drummond. He hits the second from the line. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
laugh
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Dozier passes to Porter. Hernangomez with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one is good by Beasley.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Wood. Jackson from long range. And it's Denver with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He's all alone. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Denver, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
that one misses. And he can't hit the second.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Seven seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dozier. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Jackson. Brown out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Wood in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Brown finds Jackson. Here's Galloway. Hernan Gomez covering. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Dozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. But they recover it. Here's Grant. That one misses. Some solid defense from Brown. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Dozier. The Nuggets with another miss. Pistons trail by 4. Jackson from long range. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Gomez kicks to Dozier. Pass to Porter. The baseline J. Connects. The jumper drops. Porter's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
To halt the run, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Porter, here we go. Tries again. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Porter's got 10 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
The pass to Wood. Brown the pass to Morris. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. High post, Hernan Gomez. Jackson on him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. And so here's Denver. Here's Dozier. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And here is Grant. He had 10 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
But even more impressively was his shot blocking. I mean, by the end, they were afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him. Can you say intimidation?
Pass to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And he knocks down the first one. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
Oh, I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. Here's Dozier. The kick out to Porter. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good.
I love the defensive effort. Morris giving every ounce of energy he has to throw shooters off.
That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Morris has got 5.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Passes to Porter. To the middle. Here's Dozier, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And just playing well within the offense. Porter's not forcing his own shot and shows solid court vision and passing ability.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
A different look here for Detroit. Drummond's checked in for Christian Wood. Tony Snell comes in for Morris. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brown. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Toronto. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his three.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Morris passes to Porter. Back to Morris. Denver with a new 14. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Back to Rose. Here's Galloway, guarded by Porter. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Snell. That one wide left.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Ball stolen. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Galloway, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
And that one's good. Barton.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Pass to Jackson. Launches it. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, you really like seeing Jackson get going from the perimeter. His three-point shot has come a long way.
Here's Morris. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Rose. Drummond trying to get himself free to the right side. They get a hand on it. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
The pass to Drummond. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Craig's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Snell. Here's Galloway. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Looking to get back on track here. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
If I had to pick one man in today's NBA to patrol the offensive glass for me, Drummond might be that guy.
Jokic kicks to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divac or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall Lonis,
Dirk
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence. But I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Good on the second free throw. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. They trail by 11. Now Drummond. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
6 to shoot, and there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Jokic against Drummond. Kicks it to Galloway. Shot clock at 5. Back to Drummond. Over Jokic. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Drummond.
Drummond is just a behemoth, an absolutely devastating center who overpowers defenders constantly.
Rebounded by Jackson.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Detroit making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Mikhailuk passes to Rose. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Jokic has got 8 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Snell. Four on the clock, and there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's Mikhailuk. Martin defending. Just 2 to shoot.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. Drills it from outside. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. The Pistons shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 20 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Rose against Morris. Pass to Galloway. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Galloway's got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the confidence from the guard. Galloway, he shows no fear in shooting off the pass.
Now here's Barton. He's tightly guarded. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rose against Morris. Now here's Rose. Over Morris. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Big-time play throughout the first half for Michael Porter. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, and I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
The Nuggets leading by 11. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Grant down low with Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Morris, and it's Craig in at the small forward. Back to Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jokic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets. Rose in the post. He's against Morris.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the dunk by Grant.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Here's Snell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mikhailuk. Rose with the ball. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Hits the three-point bomb. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Snell. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And the foul on Rose. And that'll be his third foul so far. Morris against Rose. To the paint. It's stolen by Maker.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Here's Drummond. And it's good for 2. Drummond's got 10 points.
The strength of Drummond on display.
Denver leading by 16. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Here's Barton. 7 points in the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Jokic finds Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. Good. Craig's got his second basket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And the basket by Rose.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Here's Mikhailuk. Maker dishes to Rose. Pistons passing it around. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Detroit now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Drummond, and it's good, 2 points. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Here's Craig. Clock at 6 to the inside. Grant finds Jokic. Here's Craig. And it's off from 3-point range.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Rose passes to Drummond. Here's Snell. It's up a 3. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Grant outside. Passes it to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
There's Maker. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Inside, Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And both free throws good for Rose.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris passes to Jokic. And the three off target. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Maker. He kicks it to Snell. They get it again.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Detroit. The Nuggets also changing it up. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Beasley in for Torrey Craig. Here's Barton. He's got 7. Knocked away. Grant the pass to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And here's Hernangomez outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Pistons trailed by 14. Mikhailuk passes to Rose. Over Morris. Barton with the rebound. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Grant outside. Feeds it to Barton, and it's Beasley in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Denver leading by 11. Barton passes to Beasley. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Yeah, a moment now to see the numbers for Morris. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Year one, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself. But talent-wise, he's definitely got it in.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rose. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in for Grant. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 11. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it down to single digits. Drummond's got 17.
Now, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Here's Porter. Out to Morris to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pistons have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Detroit making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Dozier's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Nuggets leading by 7. The pass to Porter. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Pass to Drummond. And here is Morris. Over Porter. Morris, no good. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. He doesn't hit that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. There's Galloway. He has 6. Pass to Mikhailuk. There's Galloway. Covered by Beasley. There's Galloway. They get it back. And that one's good. Drummond.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Down low. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
And the pass to Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
To the middle. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Jackson. No good with the layup. The Nuggets leading by 9. 1:29 left to play in the third. Swiped it away. Here's Mikhailuk. Dishes it to Morris. Over Beasley. And he overshot that one, missing. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And he banks in the layup. Beasley's got 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Galloway kicks to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Morris. Drummond trying to get himself free. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one is good by Beasley.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson with it. 7 points in the game. from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Wood. Markieff Morris is out there with Brown. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Galloway in at the 2 guard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nuggets leading by 12. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. To the paint, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Woo, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Jackson passes to Brown. Here's Wood from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the 3-point line.
To the inside. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Dozier. Grant gets a wide open look. Morris with the rebound.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
They push it up 4 on 3 and finished off by Porter.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Grant against Jackson. Pass to Brown. From past the arc. Another 3 for Detroit.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Passes it to Porter. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Nuggets. To the paint. Porter dishes to Grant, and it's blocked. And here's Jackson. Brown outside. Here's Wood. Shoots from 12. Again, the Pistons score.
Wow. Morris has such a soft release. I mean, you love seeing the ball roll off his fingertips.
Easily in the post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's good from Beasley. Beasley hits them both. Pistons trail by 10. Jackson finds Galloway. Here's Wood. He's covered by Grant. Clock at 4. Galloway, the pass to Wood. Count that one. Wood's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
Pass to Porter. Over Morris. And again, Denver no good. For Detroit, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Galloway taking his time here. There's the pass to Wood. Here's Jackson. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And Jackson has the green light from there. He makes these shots routinely.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Beasley outside. Here's Dozier, guarded by Jackson, and they'll keep possession.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
First one falls for him. Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Pistons trail by 7. Morris in position. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Dozier passes to Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Rose, he's checked in for Jackson. To Galloway. Over Beasley. Galloway, no good. Denver leading by 5. Here's Craig. Passes it to Dozier. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And again, Denver no good. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Callaway. Makes it off the glass. Here's Dozier. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He's got to get back to playing in control. After 0 turnovers in the first half, he's out there loose with it.
For the Pistons, Makai Lucas checked in, and Tony Snell subbed in for Langston Galloway. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose, and the layup's good off the glass.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
Pass to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic missing. The Pistons have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Here's Morris, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Denver in the lead. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Porter.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Now the pass to Craig. Jokic inside, defended by Drummond. Sinks the triple. And that's now 10 points for Will Barton.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, and with the maturation of Drummond, his game, it's something to watch. He's got it going on tonight.
Pass to Craig. Morris outside. Here's Craig, 5 to shoot, and stolen by Drummond. Here we go, one-on-one. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
outside Rose. Passes to Jackson. It's good. This game is all even. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Jackson is unreal in the pick and roll, just taking whatever the defense gives him.
On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, he knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Snell kicks to Rose. The dish to Drummond. Shoots over Barton. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. To take the lead. He can't get it to go. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Grant outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver. Detroit's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And they take the lead. And now a 3-point Piston lead.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Barton, no luck. Detroit's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Rose gets the bucket.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Morris outside. The pass to Barton. Nailed from three-point land.
And it's looking like he got his long-range touchback after the break. I mean, that's his second 3 of the half after none in the first.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Beasley's checked in for Torrey Craig. Stolen by Grant. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
That one drops for him.
Timeout.
Rose has got 10 points here in the second half.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here's Morris. Beasley outside. Pass to Grant. Barton outside. And it's sent back by Drummond. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Nuggets trail. Beasley outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game, and he makes just about the worst mistake possible.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. Easily outside. No good on the three.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Luke passes to Rose. Pulls up on the wing, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Morris against Jackson. The Nuggets with another miss. Detroit's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Rose double-teamed. The Pistons working the ball around now. And Drummond throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Jokic kicks to Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Rose, and that's an intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 8. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morris, no good. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Rose against Barton. Now Rose. And so it's Detroit with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, congrats on the win tonight. What do you think was the ultimate factor?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall our way back into the game.
Yeah, you hung in there and were able to come back and overcome the deficit. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.